Don't Tell Mama is very proud to present Tanya Moberly.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, lady.
Tonight, New York City is a gravel road, and it leads me to a place I've known as a young man. Tonight, New York City is a Legion Hall with a polka band and a farmer's tan and a drunken brawl. Tonight, New York City is a traffic light, and the cop don't stop when it's late at night. Tonight, New York City is a country church where you kneel to pray and the fear of God still rules the earth. Who would ever thought I would be here again? I've been growing up too long just to feel like I'm 10. Never thought I could feel so alive, so alone, so at home once again in New York City. Tonight, New York City is a field of wheat that I would dream of at night as it would tickle my feet under flannel sheets. Tonight, New York City is a water tower. We'd climb in the dark for a dare and $1, and later take the heat. Tonight, New York City is a Playboy club, a treehouse high where we search for love. Tonight, New York City is a dusty kiss from a local girl in a homemade dress that I still miss. Who would ever thought through this concrete and steel I would reach to a time, to a place far from here, and try to keep alive what is mine, what is real, what I own, what I fear in New York City. Tonight, New York City is a hand-me-down of everything I ever lost and found from my hometown. Thank you and welcome. On the violin, this is Bosenbeck. On bass, SCHARFGLASS. And at the piano, my musical director, Stephen Ray Watkins. I am Tanya Moberly. And this is the CD release of I Love New York Songwriters. It's a double CD. There's a part 1 and a part 2, which is now disc 1 and disc 2. Pretty exciting. We did disc 1 last night. Tonight we're going to be celebrating disc 2, part 2. I'm so thrilled that you guys are here. We did part 1 for the very first time 11 years ago. And we did part 2 3 years ago. And last year I thought, wouldn't it be great to bring back both shows, record them live, and release a double CD?
Yeah.
Now this was a very expensive idea. So on July 6th of last year, I launched a Kickstarter campaign, something I've never done in my life, to raise $60,000 in 60 days. I know, crazy. And I knew it was going to cost that much. And I thought, if I don't make the money, I can't do the project, but at least I can try. And then I proceeded to contact everyone I ever met in my life. I even joined Facebook. Okay? For those of you that know me, that's a big fucking deal. All right? That's what a hypocrite and a whore I am. And then I raised the money. I raised the money, and that's thanks to many people in this room. You know, my whole idea was to get a small amount of money from a large amount of people. However it happened, it happened. So we recorded, we did 2 performances of part 1 in October, 2 performances of part 2 in November, and ever since then, the mixing and the mastering and the designing and the licensing and the packaging and what have you, and it's 10 months later, and here we are. So I am just pinching. I'm ecstatic. I'm so thrilled. And this, all along, this has just been bigger than me. It's about the songwriters, it's about the songs. So, part one really came about because of something called the Salon. Yes, thank you. Salon was this brilliant, amazing open mic created by the amazing Marc in 2005 at the Algonquin. It moved to the Rouge Bar, back to the Algonquin, to et cetera, et cetera. It landed here at Don't Tell Mama. It lasted for 18 years, and I was its executive producer for 15 years. Thank you. And Salon was kind of my gym. It's where I went out to work out as a performer, but it was also a haven for songwriters. So that first, part one, consisted of songs written by such Salon regulars as Bill Zeffiro. Bobby Horowitz, Nicholas Levin, Ritt Henn, Richie Eisenberg, and some other songwriters that I had known for 20 or 30 years, including Stephen Ledvac, may he rest in peace, and Jeff Blumenkrantz. And then ever since I did that first show, I wanted to do a sequel. So to that end, I continued to collect songs and songwriters, and as the producer of Salon, I got to book the co-hosts. So periodically I would book a co-host that was a songwriter. I would make it a point to learn one of their songs, at least to the extent of putting it on a music stand, and reading the lyrics. And that's exactly how I learned that first song by the late, great Rick Jensen.
Yay!
Now, I had not known Rick that well. He was sort of in the periphery of my cabaret life, but I adored him. He was just irreverent and funny and smart, and he was on my list. I had heard his songs. And one day, I was walking home from the club, as I often do, and I was right across the street from my apartment on 85th and Broadway, and I look up, and there's Rick. He was just walking. He said, hey. I said, hey. He says, do you want to get a drink? I said, sure, come on up. So we ordered a pizza, and we drank some wine, and then he proceeded to tell me everything. We talked for hours. He told me where he came from, and what he came from, and what his struggles were, and particularly his struggles with addiction, specifically to crack, which is what killed him. And as I was listening to this, I kind of mirrored back at him. I said, gee, it sounds like you come from this, that, and the other, because I come from this, that, and the other. And I said, have you ever connected that to your addiction? And he said, no, it never occurred to me, which fascinated me. And then we started to talk about the song. And he said, I don't know, can you relate? All these Midwestern, references. And again, I was fascinated because even though Rick grew up in Minnesota, and I grew up for the most part in Rhode Island, it's almost as if we grew up in the same town. It's almost as if we grew up in the same house. And as connected as I feel to Rick in that first song is as connected as I feel to all of these songs and all of these songwriters. And I consider these all to be New York songwriters, whether they were born here or not, because like Rick and myself, for at least a period in their life, they found a home here in New York City, which I think is the greatest place in the fucking world. Yeah. Amen. So I am just so thrilled to be here. I didn't want to record this in a studio. I recorded it live. I'm so grateful for the people that came, and and you'll hear yourselves on the album because you're each gonna walk away with one of these when you leave here. And it's also all available on digital downloads as of yesterday for all you kids out there that don't have stereos anymore. I'm sad for you. I'm sad for the people that listen on their computers and get speakers. All right, I won't push. Anyway, I'm thrilled to be here doing part two. When I originally did the shows, I moved around the stage, but for the recordings, I just kind of stood here and sang. So that's what I'm going to do, because that's what I'm dressed for. I give you, in order, Amy Engelhardt, Julie Gold, Mary Liz McNamara, Renee Rosnes and David Hajdu, Ritt Henn, Larry Kerchner, Marc McBarron Kessler, Reverend Yolanda Mapes, Andy Marino, Bill Zeffiro, Tracy Stark, Ray Jessel, Scott Evan Davis, Darnell White, Annie Lebeaux, Meg Flather, Lena Katrakis, Rosemary Lohr, DC Anderson, and Greg Taylor. Enjoy. I will be different. You will be different. This will be different tomorrow. Who am I kidding? I must be kidding. I'll sunshine is humming, dumber I'm dumbing. Christmas is coming tomorrow. Be who you need to, do what you have to, break what you want to. Tomorrow, tell me the ending, spare the pretending. Time's all I'm spending. Tomorrow, and all of you fucks can go, all of you fucks can go, all of you fucks can go fuck the fuck off. Lazy resisting, endlessly listing boxes of people, time for the sequel. And all of you fucks can go fuck the fuck off. Everything I love gets discontinued. My perfume, my bathing suit, my bra. Things that I believe would last forever. Sayonara. This restaurant is closing. That little shop is gone. The kids who grew up in my building moved out and moved on. Change my password, change my hashtag, change my status. Change my password, change my status. My doctor and accountant both retired. The guy who cuts my hair has changed salons. Rock stars who defined my generation, all mastodons. This movie theater's changing. My Haagen-Dazs has moved. Plans to build a high-rise on that spot have been approved. Change my password, change my hashtag, change my status. Change my password, change my status. It's out of stock, it's out of print, it's out of style. It's out of stock, it's out of print, it's out of style. It's out of stock, it's out of print, it's out of style. You'll get used to something new, so they say, in a while. It's out of stock, it's out of print, it's out of style. You'll get used to something new, so they say, in a while. Everything I love gets discontinued. It's a brand new I see the lake. We're in the Chevy, Mama's driving to the lake. We're in the way back, we're looking through the trees just to catch a spot of blue. I see nothing, nothing, nothing. Then you punch me and point out the window. I see the lake. I punch you, liar, liar. Then I see it too. Then everybody starts and I see the lake. Mom finally parks the car, we run down to the lake. And I remember it is freezing. I remember that you dive right in. I'm in the water, but I'm tiptoeing in. It's like ice on my skin. You say it's warm. I say you're crazy, it is freezing. You say, come on, just dive right in. You call me chicken, so I dive right in. And you're right, the water's warm. But then it slips away. Fades to black, it slips away. And I'm back here, I'm getting and spending and losing and winning and eating and sleeping and always forgetting. But if I close my eyes and try to see the trees, sometimes it happens and I see the lake and we're running. We run down to the shore. And I remember it is freezing. I remember that you dive right in. I'm in the water, but I'm tiptoeing in. It's like ice on my skin. You say it's warm. I say you're crazy, it's freezing. You say, come on, just dive right in. You call me chicken, so I dive right in. And you're right. The water's warm. Changed. A leopard eats lions, life unfolds. Aztecs and Mayans died from colds. High court rulings turn on appeal. The way that I feel hasn't changed. After so many years, I still feel the same. I still just don't like you. All love's based on personal taste, and I don't like you. I never did like you. Do you feel rejected? Try to cope. Get reconnected. I say nope. Say we failed, but don't say we tried. How I feel deep inside cannot change. Change, cannot change, will never change. Thank you. says, don't worry, that's okay. I'll be all right. And you're thinking to yourself, cool, because I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick. But she wants to know that you love her. She wants to see you show her that you really care. She's thinking if he loved me, he'd be here right now. If he loved me, he'd be by my side, filling up my goblet with ginger ale, offering up a saltine, holding me tight all through the night. She says, Liz, I gotta make a mad dash to the bathroom to throw up. No, wait, it's just the dry heaves. I'm ugly, 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 woo-hoo. So when she's sick, you go to her. You don't stay home writing a song about it. No, you get over to your baby's place as fast as you can. You take a cab, hop in your car, take a train or a plane. Don't take a bus, it's just too damn slow. You get over to your baby's place as fast as you can. And you run up the stairs. You run up the stairs. You run up the stairs and you knock. She opens the door. You look her in the eye. You take her in your arms and you say, baby, 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 I love you. You mean everything to me. Why, without you, I am nothing. 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 Gentlemen, what am I?
Nothing!
That's right. So, fellas, when she's sick, you go to her. That's what you do. Well, that's what you do.
One, two, three, four.
Well, I'm the child of the woman, of the pleasures of the men of the town. I was born in the back of some old Chevy that my mama had found. Now mama did what she knew best. Let the Lord take care of the rest. As hard as she tried, the people always put my mama down. You see, mama was a working girl, working hard for the money that she made. Every night was a time and every job was a crime and every man was a trick of the trade. Going out, what you spending? Would you like to give it a whirl? These are the words that make it damn hard living for a small town working girl. Now mama said my daddy died when I was young, but that's just a lie. Folks were always pointing at me, but I never really knew why. I remember all the ladies in the town walking past me like I wasn't around. And now I smile when I wonder which one's husband mama had me by. Mama was a working girl, working hard for the money that she made. Every night was a time and every job was a crime and every man was a trick of a trade. Going out, what you spending? Would you like to give it a whirl? Well, these are the words that make it damn hard living for a small town working girl. Now growing up the way I did was the hardest thing I've ever known. I saw a whole lot of things that a little girl shouldn't be shown. Why, I even saw the chief of police stopping by to get himself a little piece of advice on how much mama would pay him off to leave her alone. Well, the years have come and gone since my mama in New York City, bought and sold, ain't sitting pretty. Goodbye, good old New York. Getting by can cost a fortune. Ask for more, it's called extortion. It's sad, good old New York. So hard to get ahead when you can't make heads or tails. Get rid of history when it ain't good for sales. Don't need an elevator just to view the clouds. Put up a new skyscraper, rip a city down. Feed the poor, starve the poets. The rich get more, the poor go homeless. It's bad, good old New York. So hard to reach the top when you're feeling down and out. Can't stay afloat when you keep drowning in a drought. The village lost its voice, Bohemia is dead. We follow leaders who just lead us into debt. Goodbye, good old New York. So hard to get ahead when you can't make heads or tails. Get rid of history when it ain't good for sales. Don't need an elevator just to view the clouds. Put up a new skyscraper, rip a city down. Feeling old in New York City, bought and sold, ain't sitting pretty. Goodbye, good old New York. Thank you. Way down in North Alabama, along the river Tennessee, lies a sleepy little town that still haunts me in my dreams. Muscle Shoals. Now Muscle Shoals had a music scene that attracted many stars, from Leonard Skinner to Bob Dylan, the Rolling Stones to Aretha. That's where I learned to sing and play guitar in a gospel bluegrass band. I knew one day I would be a star because God had a plan, and I learned how to dream big. Don't you know that the South will rise again? And I learned how to be a good boy and take Jesus by the hand. And Muscle Shoals, and Muscle Shoals, and Muscle Shoals, and Muscle Shoals, Alabama, the hit recording capital of the world. I was a lonely boy in Muscle Shoals. It wasn't easy. You know, I tried to hide my differences, forbidden feelings, but everybody thought they knew what I was without my saying. love the world.
SHOALS to New York City and to Florida. We lost the family home, but it ain't over till the fat girl sings. That's why someday I'll go back home, just to sit by my daddy's grave and sing the sweetest song. 'Cause he taught me to dream big. Don't you know that the South will rise again? And he taught me to be a good boy and take daddy by the hand. And muscle shows, and muscle shows, and muscle shows, and muscle shows. Alabama, every court and capital of the world. And muscle, 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 muscle shows. And muscle, 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 muscle shows. Muscle shows, Alabama, the heavy court and capital of the world. Thank you. How you guys doing? You having a good time? Super sweet. Just checking. Fabulous. Yay. I want a peaceful kind of weekend alone with you. A cozy little cabin for two. Somewhere to unwind, kick back on the daily grind, and grab a slice of solitude, a tender interlude. I want a dreamy kind of weekend alone with you. A stroll along a shore of gold, red sun setting glow sublimely lets us know of pleasures waiting to unfold. We'll stoke up the fire, tossing kindling on desire, and yearning mounting higher and higher. Flames of warmth and chance illuminate our sweet romance, race till dawn in nature's primal trance. It's been a blissful kind of weekend alone with you, the kind that thrills the whole week through. Perhaps I'll buy a ring, make permanent this fling, and spend my life in love with you. Addiction, tightly coiled around my soul. Addiction, you're killing me. Addiction, on the loose, out of control. Addiction won't let me be. Can't stop this ravenous desire. I can't stop, my brain's on fire. I can't stop, I gotta get higher. When will I be free of this obsession? Howling, growling, deep inside obsession. I hear your call. Compulsion, swirling, diving, evil tide compulsion. My back's against the wall. I can't stop fibbing and lying. I can't stop guilty alibiing. I can't stop, tired of lying. What hurts most of all? I'm blind with fear and racked from years all my pain. Depression, sonic doldrums in my skull. Depression, I can't deny. Destruction, mind, body, heart and soul. Destruction, I don't want to die. I can't stop dancing with the demons. I can't stop sleeping with the enemy. I can't stop hiding in my secrets. When will I be free? Still blind with fears and racked with years and years of shame. Finally down to no one else to blame for all my I'm out here on my own, can't find my way back home. I'm hurting to the bone, can't fight this thing alone. God help me, please help me. Redemption, lead me to a better way. Redemption, please take my hand. Salvation, by your grace, out of this place. Salvation to freedom's land. Now I'm praying and pleading. Now I'm truly believing that I've got a slender chance to keep from going back to my addiction. Life sucking addiction. Motherfucking, can this truly be? Was blind but now I see. Thank God I'm finally free of my addiction. It's 3 a.m. in a bar. I don't know, I'm so enchanted, Eve. One look at the prospects tells me what I ought to do is leave. Though I'll surely meet a stranger, there's no danger of this becoming a South Pacific kind of tale. For I attract a very specific kind of male. Line up if you're a loser. Come snuggle with me. This beggar's not a chooser, and you're just my cup of tea. If you're a meth head or a boozer, my heart goes thumpity thump, it's true. And we both know you're a loser. That's why I'm talking to you. We'll dine at Denny's and bargain shop at Penny's, where I'll pick up all the checks. When you get busted selling weed, it's guaranteed I'll sling to the clinic for loser sex. Oh, let me be your little missy. I am so eager to comply. Oh, cut the crap, you sniveling sissy. Come be my loser guy. In your Che Guevara tee and your flip-flops on me, you are the epitome of loser chic. On a dang forlorn moor among your comic books and porn, we'll make love that's desperate and bleak. Really, I'm a loser magnet, but I tire of fun and games. Casting wide my loser dragnets, getting all the losers' names. I'm gonna book 'em on a choo-choo. They won't ask why I paid the bill. Then without a sigh or boo, I'll send 'em all to Louisville, to the loo. Clickety-clack, never come back. Goodbye, fellows of It's like the songs were written just for me. Amazing! I've been here before. This is not new to me. I walk these floors, I pass these doors. I have lived that scene. And I have done some things that one day made me strong. And I can't go back and change the fact I've loved hard and I've loved wrong. But with just one step, you walked me up a new road. I thought I'd seen the top, but you took me higher. And I can be a stubborn woman to a polished fine degree. And I'm not one to admit it, but you changed me. I could contemplate the past, but that's so overdone. It's not my style to stick it out and smile. And I could turn and run, but with just one step, you walked me up a new road. I thought I'd seen the top, but you took me higher. And I can be a stubborn woman to a polished fine degree. And I'm not one to admit it, but you changed me. All my life I've been the defender, baby. All my life I've been the tough one, baby. All this time I wanted a fantasy, or maybe it's just time for me to surrender. I wanna surrender. 'Cause with just one step, you walked me up a new road. I thought I'd seen the top, you took me higher. And I can be a stubborn woman to a polished fine degree. And I'm not one to admit it. I did not want to admit it. I don't want to admit it. You changed me. No one does the things you do the way you do the things you do. How do you do the things you do the way you do? How can you do the things you do to him, to her, to me, to you, to it, to them? You don't care who you do it to. I thought that you could only do the things you do the way you do to someone who could love you too, but no, not you. That's why I'm blue. Yes, I am blue because of you, because of all the things you do to anyone who asks you to. Why, even those who don't, you do. But what care I so long as you keep doing all the things you do the way you do the things you do. Keep doing them to you know who. I'd be a fool to say and do, but that is what I'll have to do. If you don't tell me true, what are these things you do? 'Cause if I knew, I too would do these things you do to me, to you. Not just tonight, but ever and a day. Christ, don't get me started on the things you say, or the way you say them. the little lies you tell that make me crazy, that you manipulate so well. I never asked you to put me through hell. You make me crazy. It's the vicious things you do that make me crazy, like each truth you misconstrue. Maybe I'm crazy for staying with you. You think that you're so cute, you're so patient and astute, and who would dare dispute you on your size? But I don't know for how long I can be the one who's wrong. I refuse to be the one who always cries. I'm sorry, forgive me, you're not the one to blame. I chose to adore you and play this foolish game. And if I regret the day that I first met you, I'm the one who let you make me crazy. It hasn't fazed me that you drink your weight in wine. My mother raised me to bear with what is mine. But making me crazy is crossing the line. I think you're hateful, self-involved, and you're not quite yet evolved. So why have I resolved myself to stay? But there's something in your voice that leaves me with no choice. I cannot find the strength to walk away. But then the cheating and conniving and the snooping and the lying, and one day to think we're thriving and the next be told we're dying, and the cursing and the shouting and the deadly stares and pouting and the doubting I am good enough to ever ask for more. I'm sorry, forgive me, you're not the one to blame. I chose to adore you and play this twisted game. And I won't forget the day that I first met you and became the one who let you make me crazy. I'll write a song, I'll paint a picture, I'll put a novel on my list. I'll call a friend, I'll call a few of them to make sure none of them are sick. I'll do my hair, I'll clean my house, I'll take a bath and then I'll sit in my big chair and wonder what I'm gonna watch next on Netflix. I'm going crazy, crazy in this house. I have to have a good routine. I have to structure my whole day. First working out and practice keys. I'll stay engaged in my own way. I must do something to keep my mind from losing touch with what is real. Going crazy, crazy in this house. I'll learn to dance, I'll do ballet. I will not waste my day away. I'll send some text, maybe some FaceTime. Does anybody want to play? I'll read the Bible, the Word of God. I'll learn a language, yes, Chinese. I must do something. This isolation is gonna bring me to my knees. Going crazy, crazy in this house. I'm alone, and I have no family. I wonder if someone will come and check on me. I have some pills from long ago. I'll take them all with some red wine. Don't have to care, I'm still alone. Don't care what anyone will find, but I need help. Nobody even knows I'm here. I'm going crazy, crazy, crazy.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I know you were here. I know it was you. 'Cause I looked and I found I'm out of shampoo. We drank all the wine. We woke up at 9. I'd set the alarm. Made muffins and marmalade, which you ate. See, there's your plate. I know you were here. I know that it's true. The crushed pack of Winston's can prove it was you. This ashtray right here, it's so full of butts. It's driving me nuts. Not being a smoker myself, so you see, that wasn't me. I know you were here. I know that it's true. The scent of your brute on the pillow. I never smelled that scent before. Ooh! Then today you flew off for Amarillo. And I called as you walked through the door. I know you were here. I know I was there. 'Cause you left your vest on the back of my chair. I found it tonight, so I thought I would write. Your vest will be here along with a pack of Winston's for you. And more shampoo. Now where should I mail this? You weren't too clear. But I know you were here. We don't hold hands. We don't make plans. I am your secret. Last minute. For now I savor the stolen pleasure. And I hold you when I get to. But when you go to her, will you forget my silhouette, my skin, and all the moments you let me in, you let me in? Will you forget? Will you regret? I will erase each time and place. I will let go with I told you so. No signs of longing or eyes that cry. I will keep walking when you pass by. Look down, look away, look back someday. Look down, look away, look back someday. Look down, look away, look back someday.
Little breath, little life, little death, little wife.
We don't hold hands. We don't make plans. I am your secret. Last minute. I am your secret. Last minute.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I made a mess out of love. I made a mess out of love. I treated love like a fool. Now I gotta confess about love. There ain't no happiness without love. Surely I am guilty. Well, I can't figure out what love wants or what it might need. Am I too much or not enough? Do you want me rough or do you like me sweet? Everybody tells me that love is oh so true. But here I am in the middle of the night now, baby, searching far and wide for you. There ain't no happiness without love. Surely I am guilty. When I saw the face of love, I held it softly in my hand. I surely felt the glory of what love wants us all to understand. But I didn't let it lead me. No, I just drove myself insane. Now here I am, standing on the corner, baby, where the thunder meets the rain. I know I'm guilty, lock me up and throw away the key. I might have made a mess out of love, but love made a mad woman out of me. I made a mess out of love. There ain't no happiness without love. Surely I am guilty. Guilty. Dogs and demons barking. I'm out of a job and jokes. My lover left no forwarding number, but I will not sing a sad song. Sad songs are for victims and Humpty Dumpty crows. Self-inflicted pity's a pity, I suppose. Tongue in the belly, silent. The weight of the world is mine. Painted myself into a corner, but I will not sing a sad song. Sad songs are for losers. I'm not one of those. Mercury in retrograde's the culprit I propose. Yesterday I had a dream I won a doubleheader. But I awoke and I was holding this eviction letter. Jackhammer dreaming. I'm a jungle of nails and nerves. Take me out and crucify me now. But I will not sing another sad song. We've relied on the experts for hundreds of years. The experts can add to or lessen our fears. Every once in a while in their expert careers, the expert in all of his, her, their wisdom and ears. Experts say soap dries your skin, peace is within, it's not whether you win. Experts say the stars are above, chocolate is love. Experts Experts say money's not all. Stocks rise and fall. Keep your eye on the ball. Experts say the trees give us wood. Chocolate is good. In a drink or a bar or a cake, chocolate won't keep you awake. In a mousse, a souffle or a tart, chocolate is good for your heart. In your mug, on your fork, in your mitts, chocolate will not give you zits. Godiva or Hershey's or Heath, chocolate won't rattle your teeth. It's completely innate from the bean. Chocolate is low in caffeine. Chocolate won't make you get fat. How long have we worried about that? Experts say don't smoke in bed. Cover your head. You will live till you're dead. Experts say to forgive is divine. Chocolate is fine. Chocolate is fine. Chocolate is fine. In my dreams I often am flying. I don't need wings, but I think I am crying. 'Cause I can see everything from above. I see the people praying for God bless. And will we know if science is really progress? And I can see everything from above. So I'm alive. But what do I feel, baby? Gotta feel it, baby. This time will I fly? Is this time for real? In my imagination, she comes to me. Feels no hesitation, completely free. And I can feel everything in love. Love is in the answer to all of this. Love is in the stranger with some kindness. And I can feel everything in love. So I'm alive. But what do I feel, baby? Gotta feel it, baby. This time will I fly? Is this time for real? In my imagination I'm flying. Two strong wings and no fear of ever dying. I can be anything. I can be anything from above. So I'm alive. But what do I feel, baby? Gotta feel, baby. This time will I fly? Is this time for real? Yes, I'm alive. But what do I feel, baby? Wanna feel, baby? This time will I fly? Is this time for real? You better say yes. You better say yes. You better say yes to the call of good cheer, to all that unravels you this time of year. It's best not to pout, or let alone to shout, and wrap all those presents and send them on out. And oh, by the way, have a happy holiday. smile right on through as you grin while you chew the unfrozen fruitcake that's half-baked at best. Have faith and have heart, it's only just the start. The season won't leave you, so dear friend, take part. It's best not to hide, it'll take you alive. You better say yes to the mess that is Christmas. It's best to shut up, kid, and above all, put up with this madness of seasonal gladness. And yes, it's best not to rant or tell a child that you can't take back all those gifts from his least favorite aunt. And oh, by the way, have a happy holiday, said your boss man who says no time off, man. And yes, there's all of those bills that'll haunt you until the spirit of next season leaves you with less. There's no way to win, so let the debt begin. You're bound to receive, and that's what you will win. So don't be boring any way you can't ignore the quest to say yes to the mess that is Christmas. If your half as bright as his Christmas tree, there's no need to fight what is certainly the most amazing night in recent history. There's no chance you're done. So here's a real helpful trick. Give it up for Saint Nick and give a season of pleasing a reason to stay, or you'll be left in a pinch like a grump or a Grinch. And when you'd really rather be someone who's had himself some fun along the way. So give up the fight, it's ain't black and white. It's the rainbow of colors you'll see in the light. They're under the tree, one for you, one for me, and all of that mess and the blessings of Christmas. The blessings of Christmas, you better say yes to Christmas.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tanya Moberly.
I promise every lyric on the album is correct. I made sure of that. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you. That was a blast. I'm so happy you guys were here to share that with. I don't know if I'll ever be doing these live again, who knows. And I'm up for hire, if anybody knows anybody with any money. Thank you to Sidney Meyer and the staff at Don't Tell Mama for allowing me to sing here for 26 years. This is my home. I absolutely love it here. Thank you to the lovely Hannah on the floor. Please be kind. Thank you to the wonderful Kelly Wolford on lights and sound in the booth. Thank you to my publicist and partner in crime for this whole thing, my production consultants, Betsy and Fiella. We did this together, baby. We had no fucking idea what we were doing. I didn't, anyway. I called her. Thank you to Frank Dane for the beautiful graphics and packaging. It's just really gorgeous. Thank you to Yaz Fukuyoko for doing the mixing and mastering and putting up with me. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I think we really have a really wonderful product. I'm very, very proud of it. So happy to send you all home. Thank you to all these fabulous songwriters. In the house, we got Bill Zeffiro, we got Ritt Henn over here. I forgot to mention the people that were here last night. What are you gonna do? They're not here now. Thank you to these wonderful musicians on violin, Bradley Bosenbeck. On the bass, SCHARFGLASS. Piano, WATKINS. So I usually give out song lists, but they were on the CDs. So I'm going to give you the CDs when you leave. I think that's everything I had to say, except for thank all of you so much for being here, for supporting live music, specifically for supporting me. Keep doing it. I like it very much, because without you, I'm just alone in my living room singing. So this is much better. I'm going to leave you with some Julie Gold. Where am I and how did I get here? Who are you and what's it to me? Am I falling or flying? Mystery. What is it that keeps me in motion? Could it be the promise of spring? I believe there's a reason for everything. Life is so alive in the slideshow. I feel so alive in the miracle slideshow. I feel so alive in the miracle slideshow. Blink, blink, blink. The stars and the traffic lights flicker.
Blink,
We're part of the magical flow.
blink, blink.
And the future is calling. Off we go. I feel so alive in the miracle slideshow. I feel so alive in the miracle slideshow. I feel so alive in the miracle slideshow.
Blink, blink,
I feel so alive in the miracle slideshow. I feel so alive in the miracle slideshow. I feel so alive in the miracle slideshow. Blink, blink. I feel so alive in the miracle slideshow. I feel so alive in the miracle slideshow. I feel so alive in the miracle slideshow. Blink, blink, blink.
Yay.
Thank you, people.